Hey, Michael, welcome back here, man.
Thank you.
Um, where do you start in just in terms of looking back at last season, kind of the breakout for you? It leads to the opportunity to come home for you to Toronto. And just looking back on it, how much did all of this go, the whole AHL experience and then the part of the season last year go into all of that?
Yeah. Obviously, I spent most of my career in Tucson, and it was definitely a special place there, and I really enjoyed it. The fans were great to me, and I made a lot of friendships along the way. And then last year, I got my opportunity with that call up, and I just tried to make the most of it. And like I said before, I can't thank the Coyotes enough of giving me that chance and then helping me have that success in the NHL like I did last year, and just kind of going with it and signing with Toronto this year and being able to play in my home city is definitely a dream come true. But yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Coyotes organization.
Next, we'll go to Craig Morgan. Go ahead, Craig.
Hey, Michael, just following up on that. When we talked after the negotiations broke down a little bit with the Coyotes, you talked about the opportunity of going to play for your hometown being just too good to pass up. How has the reality of that played out for you over what is almost half a season now?
Yeah, obviously, having talks with the Coyotes and Toronto in free agency was a tough decision because I have been with the Coyotes for so long, and it was like a second home to me. So it was definitely tough for me to leave, but it was too good to pass up being able to play for my hometown team and living out my dream as a kid. So that was definitely a tough decision, but yeah, and I had to make that. And so far it's been great playing for Toronto, and it's definitely been a dream come true. And the guys have been great to me since coming here, and the team has treated me great. And yeah, so far it's been an unbelievable experience.
Thank you, Michael.
Next, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Michael, just what you talked a bit about Tucson. To many people up here, that's just the name in a Beatles song. We don't know much about it. What was that city like? What made it special for you?
Yeah, Tucson started hockey about 5 years ago, and I was there for the first season that they ever played. So the city was great. They were behind us right from the get go, and it really turned into a hockey town. I don't think many people that lived there knew much about hockey, but they jumped on board and supported us every single year. And each year that we came back, more fans came, and it was a really cool experience. So I hope they just keep doing well down there, because it is now a hockey town. And I've said this before, that they probably have one of the best fans in the AHL. So it was a lot of fun playing there, and I made a lot of friendships that are going to last a lifetime. So I really keep Tucson in my heart as a second home.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Kevin McGran, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
Michael, you and Austin took two very different paths to the NHL, and your line mates now. In your case, it took you a lot longer to get here. Is there something you can identify about your personality or your habits that made you stick with it as long as you had for this kind of payoff right now?
Yeah, I just always believed in myself and the ability I had to make it to the NHL. Obviously, the path took a little longer than I would hope, but you know what? That's my path, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of how I've made it here, and I've played over 350 American League games, and I wouldn't trade that for the world, because that's made me the player I am. So it's definitely it's a cool story how I've made it, and I just want to keep building off of that.
Thanks.
Last one here, we'll go to Mark Masters with TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Michael, what was it like walking into the building today? How would you describe the emotions of this moment as you're getting closer to puck drop?
It's kind of been a pretty cool experience all day. Just coming around the area of where I've been for the last 6 years. It's pretty weird coming into the away dressing room today, and just kind of seeing guys that I haven't seen since last year and catching up with them. So that's been pretty cool. And yeah, it definitely feels like a second home for me, and I'm really excited to play tonight.